Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, we took one really small loss and then one pretty crazy win. Um, the candles just went crazy on the second trade. But I do want to talk about for the first trade because now looking at the market, like after I've traded and looking back at my entry and a little bit of how I felt, I do believe that the initial entry was being impatient, and I'll go over why that was exactly. So coming into the day, if we look at right here, we had this 15-minute change in the state, which we had already tapped into and gotten rejection off of, and we had this inversion, which also ended up holding, and we went higher. So my draws on liquidity were London high. If I'm working my sessions, you can see London high. So this buy side liquidity. I don't know what's going on with my internet right now. It's like, let me see if I can try and fix this. I don't know what's going on right now. Nothing's loading for me, so trying to get it to work here. There we go. So I had this marked out. I had this marked out, and some highs up here, but mainly these two for today. Pull up my journal, pre-market analysis. You can see marked out in London session buy side liquidity, and then I had this high, had that high as well, and some other highs up above here. But mainly London session was my main draw. Currently leaning bullish, but it looks like it's not a super high probability day, so I will be patient and let price tell me where it wants to go. For the first trade, I did not be patient, and I just took a trade I probably shouldn't have taken. We'll go over that trade in a second. And then here's a 1 hour time frame. You can see that we are still inside that market maker model. So then I said, if we invalidate that inversion on the 15-minute, I'll be looking for shorts most likely. I thought that after 9:30, we would get the instant move to see if we would invalidate that inversion and then see if we could get bearish momentum off of that. However, we did not even come back to the inversion, so I did not really want to see us come back lower down there before being shorts. But my main idea was 9:30 opens and then we inverse it and then I'd be shorts. But because we didn't go to the inversion, I was gonna have to change my game plan from there. Now notes, feeling pretty good about today in terms of emotions, and I'm really calm, so it's going to be a good trading day. It did end up being a good trading day. Now, eventually, I did end up getting in that losing trade, which was, pretty sure it was this one right here. Yeah, it was this trade. So I took this trade off the change in the state and stop where I always put it, and this trade got taken out within the same candle. So very, very unfortunate, but to me, I saw this as manipulation of London highs, and then we had that down push with this really nice candle here getting the change in the state. So I thought from here we were going to at least visit these lows down here, so this would definitely be break even, and then I would look to target that 5-minute breaker, which I had marked right here. This red box is a breaker, and then that blue line is the change in the state on the 15-minute. So that's a 15-minute change in the state, and then this is the breaker, or this is the breaker. We did not end up going there, so got stopped out on that position, which is absolutely fine. Well, not absolutely fine, because obviously impatience, but at the very least, I only went in with 1 micro, so I ended up only losing $66 on this trade, so that is literally nothing. So glad I did that. It was good risk management. And then up here is where I got the winning trade. We took out buy side liquidity to our left, and then we put in a baby SMT on the 15-minute. Now, the reason I call this SMT baby SMT is because this is not a swing high. This is just a high. So to me, that's just a baby SMT, not super significant, but definitely an SMT. That's why I call it an SMT. So after we put in that SMT, we also run these highs, which is internal manipulation. Now, as soon as this right here happened, we got an immediate inversion and change in the state in the same exact candle. This to me was either an easy stop out or an easy trade. Like, it was either going to run to stop loss or be a super, super clean trade to the downside. Now, obviously, with us taking a good setup, this right here ended up being a very, very good short. And I was targeting these lows down here. So this was my entry and exit point. And then on MNQ, I'm going to show you the executions. Executions, there we go. I'm on the wrong account. I'm not even logged into paper trading. Here we go, paper combine. You can see P&L, I'm up 1,000. And you can see here the $66 loss. And then the $93 win with the partial. $231 win with the full TP. And then this one right here, this $18 win. You can see right here, I entered the short with 2 micros. And then I partialed 1. And then here, when it hit my full take profit was set to two buy limits, which should have been 1. So it entered me in a buy right after, but I did exit it right after immediately. Made me 18 bucks, but it could have also just lost me money. But that was an accident. Obviously did not do that on purpose. I wouldn't just go on a buy right here to assume that it would go higher. But yeah, we made pretty good profit today. Definitely happy with today's performance. And after that, we just consolidated. So I'm glad I exited where I exited. And also, very, very interesting and very crucial to notice, we rejected -2 to 2.5 perfectly, as well as that breaker, which you can see. And we just rejected 2 to 2.5 again. So just something I wanted to put out there as well. I was actually going to end the video here, but I forgot to include my post-market analysis and the trades on Notion. So right here, I said, as you can see, we take out the draws on liquidity and the setup presents itself. Then we get a move to equilibrium of the range and internal range liquidity, which I had marked in my pre-market analysis as the 15-minute change in the state and the 5-minute breaker, which perfectly got booked. Then I also marked the 1-hour chart, or the 1 minute, and the I think this was the 15. And then my note was, did great today. First loss could have easily been prevented because I do now see how that entry was being impatient. I did make up for it, so overall I would label this day as green. Then here is explanation of the short. Gave the short to equilibrium of the range of 5-minute break and got instantly stopped. I knew this was not a very good trade to take since we were pretty much chopping. So I risked 1 micro and only lost $66. So very good risk management and did not let my emotions get to me. And the second trade, took another trade, this time a bit more structure and confluence with the forever model actually present this time, made back the loss and extra profit, good risk management, and did not let my emotions get the best of me. Now that is going to conclude today's trade recap. I hope all of you had an amazing day. I love and appreciate all of you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.